BetBlitz.
Hello everyone, this is Mike with BetBlitz. Welcome back to your source for daily sports picks. In this video, we're going to be doing an in-depth tutorial of how to use one of the best sports betting resource tools available. And of course, this is Outlier. So this video will be a great video for anyone looking to up their sports betting game. And if you're a seasoned pro in sports betting, trust us, we've got a few tips and tricks that we'll be sharing in this video that can help up your game as well. So really the goal of this video is to help you to use Outlier to make a smarter, data-driven bets. We're going to be going over how to find the best bets, the best player props, and overall build a winning strategy that can help you maximize your bankroll and improve your overall hit rate. So if you're new to the channel or if you're not already subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more sports betting tips and advice, as well as our daily sports betting advice tips that we share every single day for upcoming games. And also take a moment to hit the like button to show your support for our channel and to let us know if you would like more content like this in the future. All right, let's get right into this video tutorial. And of course, if you would like to try Outlier for yourself, you can click our link in the description below for a free 7-day trial. So one of the first things that you'll notice when you come on Outlier is this panel here on the left-hand side. Basically, this is all different ways that you can use to help you find the best bets and player props. Right now, we're in the Insights section. We'll show you the Props tab a little bit later. But one of the things that we want you to focus on here is the sheer number of data points and information that Outlier has. So for example, under the prop section, they've got over 9,200 different props available. And based on those props here in the Insights section, they've got over 620 different insights. And we'll get into what all of that means. But for now, we just want to focus on how you can find the best bets. When you first come on this may seem a little bit intimidating and overwhelming with so much data. But if you just know how to filter out for the right information here on Outlier, it'll help you find the exact best bets that you're looking for across multiple sports leagues and across multiple sports books. So let's get right into how to do that exactly. So if you look right here, right next to the Outlier logo here, you can just click on this drop down here, and it'll show you all the different sports books and DFS platforms that they've got available to you. If you're strictly on sportsbooks, you can click right here, and you can also just filter out the sports books that you're on. So for example, if you're just on FanDuel, BetMGM, and Bet365, those are all the ones that you can have open to you, or you can just filter for if you're on DFS platforms strictly. For the purpose of this video, we're going to be using prizepicks for examples. But again, know that you can filter to whatever different platforms that you're on. Once you've got the sports book or platform that you're on, the next thing that you want to do is kind of filter out for the sports league that you want to bet on. So right now we're under the NFL tab. If you wanted to bet on college football or MLB, they've even got WNBA. Later on, when the NBA season kickstarts, they'll have NBA insights and props and games, as well as NHL and other NCAA sports as well. But again, let's just say that we were trying to find a prizepicks NFL bet or player prop. Basically, click right here. And as you can see here, now it shows that we've just got one filter. That filter is for the prizepicks, and we're under the NFL tag. And as you can see here, now instead of it showing 626 different insights, it's actually showing only 116. The next thing you want to do is go down a little bit lower here and use these tabs to filter your search even more. So for example, you could go under here, under the insight type, you can do team specific insights, or you can do player specifics. You can go under to games. This is a really useful one. For example, the NFL, they often have a huge NFL Sunday slate of games. It can be kind of overwhelming to see all of them. But let's just say, for example, that you wanted to see insights for the 49ers versus the Vikings, for example. You could just click right here. As you can see, we've added another filter, and now it's only showing insights for this upcoming game. As you can see, the number of insights has dropped dramatically, even from 116 now down to 5. You can also make additional filters based on the players that they've got available. So for example, if you wanted to just scroll down this list, you can see all the different players they've got. You can even type in a player name. For example, let's say Brock Purdy. I want to find out. You can simply click right here, and now it'll show me the insights only for Brock Purdy. So very quickly, we've limited our search down from over 620 different insights to 2. And now we can see here, based on these search parameters, we've got a very nice pick here that Brock Purdy has exceeded 1.5 passing yards in 4 of his last 5 games on the road. So likely there is a prop live on Prize Picks right now that says Brock Purdy for over or under 1.5 passing TDs. And by doing this search, we know that this is a line that he's cleared in 4 of his last 5 games on the road, which is where he'll be playing in this game. Another great way to filter is by team. You can filter any teams that are playing upcoming games, and it'll show you only information based on those teams. So, for example, if I wanted to see only insights on the New York Giants, now it'll only show all the insights for the New York Giants. And it's also very similar concepts here under the Games tab. You can see upcoming games for week 2 of the NFL. You can see upcoming games for week 3. And what you can basically do with this section, for those of you betting with sports books, you can kind of see where the percentage of bets are for money line, where people are betting on in terms of spread. And of course, these are for different upcoming games that are coming up. The Giants, the Seattle Seahawks, all different types of games for the NFL league. Now, here's one of the most important sections. It's a great section here. Props, for example, if you're on our Prize Picks, again, there's over 9,300 different props available, but only 975 on Prize Picks currently. And of course, all these different filters here at the top work the exact same way. You can type in the player name that you want to find directly. You can filter by the games that are being played. Again, a lot of different games on this Sunday slate. But now there are also 2 different ways that you can filter. This way here is by over and under. So if you wanted to find all the different over plays on Prize Picks, now it'll show you all the overs that are available on Prize Picks. And when we say over available on Prize Picks, what we basically mean is the player props with the best odds of hitting overs on Prize Picks. You could also filter for the best player props that have a best chance of hitting for under on Prize Picks. And it'll filter for you as well. And again, selecting that can narrow your search down greatly. The second way is by types of propositions. So, for example, they've got all different types: assists, interceptions, tackles plus assists, tackles, extra points, first downs, fumbles, interceptions. Let's just say, for example, we were looking for a player prop on Prize Picks, or we saw a player prop on Prize Picks for interceptions, and we wanted to see how good it had a chance of hitting. We could simply click right there, and it'll now show all the available interception player props available on Prize Picks currently. We can see that there are just 27 of them. And from this list, we can find out which are the best, meaning they have the best chances of hitting. So, for example, let's click on this Jalen Hurts over 0.5 interceptions. Let's say this was on Prize Pick. Using Outlier here, we can see that in his last 10 games, Jalen Hurts has thrown at least 1 interception in 7 of his last 10 games. We can also see in 5 of his last 10 games how many interceptions he's thrown. We see that he's done 4 of his last 5. And we could also see how Hurts has performed head-to-head versus the team that he's going to play. Another great feature we can see is what he's done on the current season. So, for example, he's only played 1 game this season. This will fill up as the season goes on, of course. But, for example, you could see how long or how much rather Hurts has gone over this line in his previous season. So we see here that in the 2023 season, Jalen Hurts went over this line 11 of his 18 games that he played. We're also able to see incredible supporting stats for this. How many passing plays do the Eagles usually do? You see here over 55% of the time they do passing plays. So you know that they pass more than they rush. So this could also tell us that Hurts has a greater chance of throwing interceptions with more passing plays that the Eagles do. And one of the best features here on Outlier is that you're able to see the defensive ranking of the opponent that he's going to face. So, for example, this upcoming game, the Eagles will face the Atlanta Falcons. And we're able to see here that they're actually ranked 25th in interceptions forced, and that it's actually a red number here. And this indicates basically that the Falcons aren't very good at forcing interceptions. So this could be a great insight that can help us to make guided decisions on whether or not we would like to go over or under this line. Another great feature we're able to see is the current injuries. This is not only to the player selected team, but also to the opponent's team. We can see the injuries on that team. So here we can see on the Falcons, just a quick overview. We can also click show more to show all the injuries that the Falcons have, or all the injuries that the Eagles have as well. And this is very useful if maybe you wanted to assess how much playing time a certain player would get based on other players being injured. And it'll also tell you how much or what specific injury each player is facing. So, for example, you can see there that this James Bradbury is having a lower leg injury. Sidney Brown is having a knee injury. We can see all different types of reasons why a player is out. And oftentimes, Outlier will provide a live, up-to-date reasoning for why a player is out. So we can see that Milton Williams was just ruled out just 6 minutes ago. He's questionable, actually, with a foot injury. And if we click right here, it'll tell us exactly why Milton Williams is on the injury report, why he's listed as questionable, and also his timeline for a return. Now, going back up here, we can see the Insights tab, and we'll actually have insights tied directly to this game for all different types of players that are associated with either the Eagles or the Falcons. So this could also be another great tool and help you figuring out what exactly you want to go with in terms of a player prop. And one of the things we love about Outlier is how convenient they make it for you. So once I clicked on that Jalen Hurts interceptions player prop, I'm also available to all of his other player props. So for example, he has a touchdowns player prop. He has a pass yards player prop. He has a pass attempts player prop, and it's all conveniently here located for me. I can click on it, and again, I have all those different data points and formats I can see, again, for Jalen Hurts, for whatever player prop that's available, again, here on prizepicks. And one feature that we also wanted to make sure we shared with you is the ability to kind of filter out. You can filter out different information to help you get a better, clearer view of how you're going to bet on a player prop. So, for example, here we're looking at Jalen Hurts' pass attempts. Well, you can see here that his tight end is going to be out. Of course, he doesn't play much for the Eagles, but if he was a prominent player, you can simply click right here under this filter section, and you can see how a player performs without another player. This is really helpful for NFL or WNBA games, especially because, for example, during the WNBA or NBA games where they've got 82 seasons or 82 games in a season, there's a lot of data throughout the course of a season for how a player performs without a certain player or with a certain player. So, for example, this player prop here on Sabrina Ionescu assist, we can see here that one of the forwards on her team, Kayla Davis, is out for the season. So we can see how Sabrina Ionescu performs without Kayla Davis. And it'll actually show you the last 10 games that Sabrina Ionescu had played throughout the season without Kayla Davis. Another very useful filter you can use is to show how a player performs if they're on the road or at home. So, for example, this game is going to be on the road, so we can see how Sabrina Ionescu performs with this line when she's on the road for her away games. And we can see over her last 20 games again. And again, these different filter stacks, so I can see how many times Sabrina Ionescu has hit this prop while she's away and when she's without Kayla Davis on the floor. So there's a lot of very useful different features and tricks that you can kind of play on. You can even see the days of rest that they had before a certain game and see how they performed previously to help you make good insights and decisions and research for what picks you have in mind. And another great feature that's available to you with Outlier is the ability to directly bet from Outlier on whatever platform that you want to bet with. So, for example, let's say that I wanted these three picks here from Outlier. I can simply click these checks. I go over to this section right here, this button right here. It's called the bet slip. And you can actually see that it's on prizepicks, and then I could add it directly to my bet slip on prizepicks, and it'll show up right there for you. But let's say that you aren't only on prizepicks, but you saw these on prizepicks. You could simply click right here and it'll show you all the sports books that these props or similar props are available on. So I could see that 2 of the 3 are available on FanDuel. Only 1 of the 3 that I selected was available on DraftKings. None of them are available here on ESPN Bet, but you can go and see where these picks are available on other platforms if you wanted to double up on them as well. And again, you could just click right here to add them directly, or even scan a QR code to upload them directly to whatever sports betting apps or platforms that you're on. And really, this is just scratching the surface of all that Outlier can do for your sports betting. Another great feature it has is to see which picks are popular. Here in the popular tab here on the panel, we see that there's not a lot of trending picks right now for the WNBA, but under the NFL rather, there is a lot of popular picks, and you can make your selection based on that as well. So overall, Outlier is a great overall research tool that you can use to enhance your sports betting. We highly recommend them. And if you would like to know even more features, let us know down in the comment section anything that you had questions on. If you want to try it out yourself, again, you can use the link in our description to get a free 7-day trial. So please do remember to hit the like button as well as subscribe if you're interested in getting detailed analysis and picks on a daily basis for sports. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.